Hey everyone, sorry about the crazy angle, whatever. I just threw my phone down so I could do a quick little story time, whatever. So I was going to tell you guys about the time we went to Tunica, Mississippi. So I don't know if you guys have ever been to Tunica, but it's right outside of Memphis, like the top part of Mississippi. So we're like, we're just going to go down there for the day just to go to the casino because we've never been. So we're like, okay, my friend had got a hotel so we could stay the night. So we'd have to go there and drive back kind of deal. So we get there. It's a little bit earlier than the hotel will allow us to check in. And so we get there a few hours early. And we're like, let's find something to do, since we can't check in yet. But I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but it is very desolate. There's not much to do. There's like cornfields everywhere. There's like tractor supply places everywhere. Like not tractor supply store, like a place selling tractors. And then we saw, I've never in my life, we saw a gas station. It was this long gas station. It was a gas station with a car lot, with a beauty supply place attached, with a barber shop and a liquor store, all attached into one. Like 5 different businesses, cars out front they're trying to sell. We're like, okay, that's really odd. We're like, hey, I guess you can just have all your businesses in one. But so that was unique. So then we my friend found this little antique shop we were gonna go to, and so we're like, it's not too far from here. It's like in the next little town over. So we're like, okay, let's go. So we keep on driving this way. Like our hotel's here. We drive this way more into like the next little city or town, and we get down there, and there's we have to go through this neighborhood, and then we're like, there's like this little cabin. It was like a cabin, like a museum, I guess, but it was closed on Saturdays. So we're like, okay, well, it's still cute. Let's go and take some Instagram pictures. Like, we went up on the porch, took some Instagram photos, and, and then across the street was, like a little coffee shop, and they had, like, chairs sitting out front. And we thought it was just cute. It was, like, a little Instagram-y. There was a brick wall, like a blank brick wall. So we let's just go take some Instagram photos and, just wasting time, basically, at this point. So we're doing all that. We saw their little city hall area for this little town with the police station. It was just a very tiny, tiny town. So it was okay, now let's actually find this antique shop that you want to go to. So then we had to the road goes like this, over, so we go over, and then we see on this side there's a little park, if you will. It was basically just a little green area with weeping willow trees, and it had a walking trail around it. So we're that's a little cute area. We might check that out. So then we're but let's go ahead, and where there's this little strip mall here, had the antique shop, and then there was an ice cream place, and a food place, and a little grocery store, and they were and then it was just all these little I don't even know. But most of the places weren't open, or they were out of business. So we're oh, let's go to the antique shop. So we go in, and we're it was really kind of weird because there was no one there. The door wide open, it said open, and no one in the store at all, completely no one who works there was there. So we thought that was kind of weird, because normally the person's there at the front door making sure people come in or whatever. I don't know, but there was no one there. We walked around this whole place. We're well, if we want to buy something, there's no one here at the register. There's no one in this entire store. We think the person who owned that store was actually next door talking to the person who owned the next door store. So we're okay, that was kind of weird. But that's how you know it's a small southern town, because they just don't even manage. They don't even care. They have the door wide open. Just come on in, and I'm not even going to care. That's how you know you in small town America. But anyway, so we're walking around. They had some cute stuff, but then it's nothing really stood out like that, that neither one of us wanted to get. So we're okay, whatever, we just walk around, we're wasting time. So we're let's go to this little park area and take some pictures under the willow trees. They had this little dolphin concrete sculpture or whatever. So we're it's cute, some little cute things. So we just taking pictures, doing our little Instagram photo shoot, whatever. So we're okay, well, it's about 30 minutes away from when we can check in. So we're let's just head back, because we are in the next city over. By the time we get there, by the time we actually get to the front desk and check in, it should be close enough to time that they'll just let us check in. So we're like, okay, let's go back. So we start heading back. We get there. We pull into the hotel, and it's like has this, like this part is of the outside rooms. And then here's where you pull under to go inside to the office. And then when you go into the office, it had a hallway this way, and then there was like an upstairs. So it was like all these inside rooms. So we're like, okay, cool, whatever. And they told us our room was in the section of the outside rooms right on the front. So like, cool. So we can just pull the car up right in front of our room, and then we can unload. So that's pretty cool. We don't even have to go inside or anything. So we're like, okay, she goes ahead and gets the keys out. We get over there, and the keys do not work. Like, we can't get in this room. Like, okay, maybe they told us the wrong room. Maybe they didn't activate our keys right. We didn't know. So we're like, maybe there's a trick to it. We're like pulling the handle, doing all these little trickery things that we can think of. And we try her key, my key. The keys don't work. So we're like, okay, what's up with this place? The keys don't work. We're like, this is going to be a bad sign. Right from the beginning, we just got here. So we're like, oh, like, what is it? We always have bad luck with, like, our hotel rooms. So we're like, okay, what is this? So we go back and tell him, you're like, these keys don't work. And he's like, well, I just activated them for that room. So we're like, okay, well, we don't know what to tell you. The keys don't work. So he's like, okay, let me try it again. So I guess he, deactivated and activated or whatever they got to do to get the keys to work. So he did all that and then gave us our keys back. So we go back out. We try it again. And it still doesn't work. So we're like, okay. We go right back and we're like, it still doesn't work. And he's like, oh, okay, well, just to let y'all know, there's another entrance. Another entrance is on the inside part of the actual inside of the hotel. And we're like, oh, okay. So we're like, we'll just have to go try that door. So we go down this, here's the office, or here's the desk where we check in with him. Like I said, the hotel goes this way, around, or upstairs. So we're on the bottom floor still, but we go this way, like this, and then around down this long hallway is our room. So we're like, okay, that's cool. But when we turned the corner to go down this long room, I don't know what was going on, but it was kind of creepy. There's no one around, no one at all seemed to be at this hotel except us. I don't know, it was kind of odd. And the lights were all flashing, flickering, like we were in a horror movie. What is this? Why are the lights flashing? Y'all need to change those light bulbs. I don't know, it was just looking crazy. So we joked about that, made fun of that a little bit, but we're like, this is kind of crazy and creepy a little bit. So anyways, we get down there, we go down, and as soon as we do the key, it doesn't work. So we're like, oh my god. So we try it again, we realized you had to, I don't know, it was a trick to it, I don't remember, but, so we got it to work, we got it to open, we're like, oh my god, this is crazy. So we're like, but we need to make sure it works, because we're going to the casino later, and obviously the front desk, the people aren't going to be there, the same people aren't going to be there when we come back. So we're just like, ugh, whatever. And we wanted to unload the car with our stuff. So anyways, we got it open, but we went out to the other door. It had, this door you walk in, it had the bathroom, and then the huge, bed area with the bedroom area, and then you walk out, that door goes to the parking lot outside. So, it's pretty cool. We had two entrances, but the one entrance didn't work, so we was just whatever, it's our back door. And so we're if we went outside, we had to prop it open. It was just a big thing. But, we're in this small town, and we knew that it would be okay. So we just propped it open while we were doing the car stuff, unloading the car. And anyway, so we got all that going on. It was just crazy. I just wanted to tell you guys about my crazy Tunica hotel room. It was very interesting. It made for a good story. But then after the hotel, we had a good time, though. We did have a good time. We went to the casino. We went to Sam's Town was the name of the casino. I don't know if you guys ever been to Tunica, but it's basically just the whole town is driven on casinos. So we went to Sam's Town is the one we went to. It was really cool. It was shaped like a little town, like a little village. It had a hotel attached to it as well, but we weren't trying to pay all that for one night. So we were where we stayed was fine, but we had to drive a little bit to it. It was really cool. We never been. We went. They had a cafeteria style restaurant in the bottom, and then they had upstairs. They had a bar restaurant with bar food and drinks, obviously. So we went there, and we had little appetizers. We had these little shrimp, hot spicy shrimp. They call them firecracker shrimps. And then we got the little flatbread pizzas, and then we just shared that. That was cool. And then we had We had a drink each. That was pretty cool. Oh, the drinks was cool. I don't remember what it was, but I know it had like gummy bears in it. Had like the little peach slice gummy bears. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, overall we did have a good time. We did an escape room while we were there. That was really cool. We never done an escape room, but we realized with just 2 of us, it's not as good. We needed a big group because we totally sucked at it. We used like our 3 clues like right off the bat, and we're like, oh my god. And then the lady saw we were struggling. She just kept giving us clues because it's like, there's no way. Like, these girls are going to be like trapped and use up their whole time at just trying to find the one clue. So it was just funny. But yeah, we had a good time overall. Just wanted to, just to chat while I was driving, It's just, something to do, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little, whatever, casual talking video about my time in Tunica. Bye.